Councilman Duke.
Here. Would anybody like to entertain a motion to excuse Councilman Johannes for illness?
Motion to excuse Councilman Johannes.
Do we have support?
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Public comments. Leonard, would you like to
Yes, sir,
talk to
Mr.
us?
Mayor, thank you. The county wants me to ask you two questions. Number one, will the city of Bronson be willing to conduct or contribute any part of its ARPA funds to the county's broadband project? And number two, are there any items that the city of Bronson would like added to the county's ARPA list? Also, a company called GCI Communications is working on updating our county website. And they're gonna produce videos, short videos that describe and promote the county's resources, including education, property, healthcare, and parks and recreation. This company may be approaching different organizations and businesses to see if they want to promote their agency by advertising on the county's website. We approved an update on the material pricing and pre-engineering study for our broadband. Trying to just decide whether we're gonna go above ground or below ground with the fiber installation. They see if we go above ground, we're gonna need 40,000 poles. We don't know if we can use the consumer energy poles yet or not, but we're trying to find that out. And the 911 communications update, as you know, Mr. Mayor, all the towers have been in and delivered and inspected. We'll continue to work on the councils and to train dispatchers, and delivery and training of the portables for the firefighters and law enforcement will continue. We anticipate, barring any delays from weather, operations, or supplies, to be fully operational by the end of March. And unless you have any questions, that's my report. Thank you, sir.
Fire department has them.
You're ready to go.
They went live today.
Fantastic. Yeah, I haven't talked to Chief Wilbur for the last 2 or 3 weeks, so I didn't know how far ahead you guys are, so.
And police is here within a very short time.
We're about a month out yet.
Okay. And, yeah, we haven't used them much, thank goodness yet, but we will, and
I'm sure you will.
so. We will, mill over your 2 questions, and
Appreciate that, sir.
we will go from there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you next month, I hope. I plan on bringing, Commissioner Matthew down here
Good.
one of these months, so we could introduce him to you, and you could get to talking to him. I think you'll like him a lot, so. Thank you all, see you next month.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other comments from the public? Seems though you just left, Mike. We have a consent agenda. Brandon,
I have nothing to add on that.
does anybody have any questions on the consent agenda? Would anybody like to entertain a motion to accept this consent agenda?
I'd like to entertain a motion to accept the consent agenda.
Do we have support?
I'll support.
We have a motion and support. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. Old business, patrol car, purchase. Brandon.
Thank you, Mayor McCon. Back in October, council approved the purchase of a new, order of a 2022 Ford Explorer Police Interceptor. That vehicle has not yet been built, and we do not have a date for when this might happen. Since then, the department was informed of a very similar vehicle on the lot with a few more features than what was ordered for $43,326.40. You may recall the vehicle was purchased for $40,417.38. Had an increase since then of about $300. So the vehicle we ordered would now be $40,722.38. With the extra key fobs that were not included in that price, the total would be $41,182.38. Those key fobs weren't included in the original order. vehicle for purchase at Cole has additional features, including a cargo dome light, perimeter alert system, shows 270 degrees around the car, and will show if people are approaching from behind, to prevent ambushes, things like that. Also a rear spoiler traffic warning LED light kit. Adjusting for the $460 for the key fobs from the original order, the price difference between the two vehicles was $2,144.02. Staff is looking for direction from council on if you wanna stick with the original order or purchase this vehicle now with the additional features.
Well, I'll give you my opinion. My opinion is that, I would like to see the one that Cole Store has, we buy it now and get it upfitted as quick as possible. The Tahoe, I have firsthand knowledge that it is, the longer it stays on the road as a patrol vehicle, the more it's gonna cost. Is that a true statement? Yeah.
Cause it needs a repair right now too.
I assumed it would. Well, and you're just adding to your light package, correct? As far as, with this, that's just a little bit more, so that's safety. Your surround, or your rear section for the, alarm, so if somebody comes walking up on you,
That alert system is something new, I believe, that Ford came out with within the last year or so. So it's a new safety feature, that they're starting to work with. I have not seen it in action yet, but this car does have it.
well, and that's another safety feature, so. What do you guys have for questions?
I don't have any questions, but I think it'd be wiser to buy it now with everything that's going on in the world. With Russia, things are just not gonna get cheaper probably. And with the way the bridge was just shut down and Ford had to shut down their plant, I think we're wise to just get it as quick as we can.
And trying to find a vehicle when you need it's gonna be difficult anyway.
And that price ain't bad for a regular car right now, from what I've seen on lots.
Well, it's government purchase.
Yeah,
and
but
that's,
I'm
but
just saying,
there's nothing to say that by the time the other one gets delivered, they're not gonna have some surcharges on it, cause we're seeing
Yeah,
that.
they were already seeing that. Yeah, 'cause it already went up like 300 just on that original one.
So, would you like to make a motion of that?
I would like to make a motion to purchase the option B vehicle, or whatever you wanna call it.
I would like to support it.
I'll support.
I have a motion to support. All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Passes. Now we go into new business with a vehicle, or police vehicle upfitting. Brandon.
Thank you, Mayor McCon. Staff received pricing for upfitting of the new police vehicle from two different vendors. First Response Fleet came in at $11,104.41. And Radio Communications, who we've used in the past, came in at $16,559.46. They've since revised that and cut the price down about $300 to $16,202.62. This work would be for transferring as much of the vehicle equipment from the 2016 Tahoe to the new vehicle, along with new equipment that's not transferable. This would include setting up the in-car laptop, lights, camera system, and other miscellaneous equipment. We're recommending First Response Fleet, as they were the low bidder by a little over $5,000.
Did you say you've used them before? You've
We-
used radio communications before?
We've used radio communications before, but the fire department uses, First Response, and we've been happy with.
Radio Communications have been building our cars probably for 20 years or longer. This time around, I think the pricing is just way too high. It seems like it's way out of,
Now, are
The
you
realm.
okay with the first response?
Yeah, they've actually done some repairs on our vehicles before. And my understanding is that company does most of the county fleets on the northern Indiana. So they do a lot of other agencies' vehicles as well, a lot of like Steuben County Sheriff's Departments, LaGrange County. They do a lot of them, so I'm comfortable with it. Him and I have talked, and I suggested he come up and see how our 2020's set up, because we want it set the same. And he said he had no problem doing that, and before the build, if he were to get, approved for the outfit, that way we can get it all set up the same.
And as they said, the fire department's used them, so I've dealt with these people firsthand, and they've really done us well in the fire department.
The one thing that is nice with them is they come to you to do repairs if they need to, where with radio communications, we've always had to shuttle a vehicle up to Battle Creek or either leave it or wait for it and come back, so there's been times we've utilized them, they've come in for the fire department, do a repair, and we needed something, so while they were here on site, they were able to take care of it, so there's a bit of an advantage of having that done.
And obviously, this was all in the budget when we did the car, when we made the purchase, we knew we had this tacked on.
Would anybody like to make a motion?
I'd like to make a motion that we use first response fleet to outfit the car.
Do we have support? We have a motion, support, any more questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passed. Review council goals.
Thank you, Mayor McCon. In anticipation of beginning to work on the 2022-23 budget, I reviewed the previous goals that were included in the current budget. I added a goal under infrastructure improvements to work with Eagle towards addressing infiltration, including necessary sanitary sewer improvements. All of the remaining goals on that list continue to be ongoing and important objectives. I've updated the list with what was included in your packet and showed the changes for reference. So I'm basically just looking for any kind of input from council on if there's anything you'd like to add or amend on that goal list for the upcoming budget.
My only thought was the water infiltration problem.
Yeah, that would be covered under working with Eagle towards addressing the infiltration. That's the one I added here.
So I think that's a biggie that we gotta do what we can to get on top of. I see you're still, what, 24,000 or 24 million last month?
Yeah, we hit 900,000, which is pretty good compared to what it was the last couple of years. We were over 2 million at this time, a couple of years ago.
Mike has to identify where these are all at.
Good luck. We're getting there.
So. So you want us to adopt this then?
It's just on for discussion in case there were any changes. So if there isn't any, that's all I need.
Anybody like to add anything to it? Okay, we will move on. City staff comments.
I don't have anything really, other than January was a interesting month, but we got through it.
How deep's the frost?
Anywhere from 5 to a foot,
So it's down there.
yeah.
This has been a cold winter with no snow to speak of other than the one shot.
So a lot of that should come out though in the next couple of
And it was
months.
supposed to be a dump on
With the
Wednesday,
rain,
so.
yeah.
Steve?
Just want to say thank you to the council for the support of the police department with, new equipment purchases. It really helps. We're hoping to getting a newer vehicle, so we're not spending so much time in the repair shop with the other one. It's, the other one's beyond its 24-hour patrol service life, so we want to move on and continue doing what we do day to day, so I'd say thank you.
I think once you get the towel off from the main runway, that'll probably calm down for you to keep it around, but.
Yeah,
But it's-
24-hour run and it's
Yeah.
hard on them.
In 24-hour running, and it's a 16.
Yeah.
It's,
6 years old.
yeah. It's outlived where it should have been, really.
Yeah.
And now with you switching your cars back and forth every period of time that you're doing it, whatever that is, well, that's gonna help.
Yep.
Balance that out. So. City manager's comments. Brandon.
Thank you, Mayor McCon. I included in your packet a memorandum from the city's engineer with an update on the progress being made for the city's drinking water asset management plan. Along with, it had some future work to be performed. Mike is here if you have any questions for him on that update. Or Mike, if you have anything you wanna.
I tried to put it all in writing the best I could, so. But yeah, the project's moving along, we're about 10 months in on the 3-year project. So, Chuck's actually starting to work on the inside verifications, hopefully this spring we'll do some potholing and start getting the randomization and such. Karen Shirley will be giving us some water billing data on the model stuff, and, it's starting to come together.
Sent it today.
Did you? Okay.
Great.
Yeah, the other thing is the water installation, or water meter installation. So far, well, we did 14 more today, and had 42 done before that. So we're at 56. They take about 15 minutes to install. They're going around knocking on doors, trying to get access, catch people while they're at home. Also leaving notes to call and set up a time with us for that. As Mike mentioned, we're taking an inventory of the type of material coming into the house. We're doing that while we change out the meters, so that we're documenting what type of material is coming into the house for the lead service line data needed for that asset management plan. Yeah, and this summer they'll be doing the about 180 homes, which is 20% of our properties, so that's all I have.
Very good.
Thank you.
We're down to council comments. Joe.
I was one of the 14 that had their meter put in today. It was quick and painless, and I'd say it was no more than 10 minutes. So 15's a good estimate, and they were in and out, and it was no problem. They caught me before I went to work, so I thought they did a good job. Also, in case anybody doesn't know, we have a Hall of Famer
Yes.
that was recently elected this weekend, so I don't know if we have to call you something different now, but congratulations,
Thank
well
you.
deserved.
Thank you very much.
I had that on my list too.
I do too.
Second.
Well, thank you, Joe. Bill.
Well, now you sprung a quick one on me. Well, I was thinking about congratulating Karen, but I was informed by a guy at the gas station that she's my grandma. So congratulations, Grandma. And and thanks to the city staff for all they do, and police and the fire department. You can tell the fire department, Larry. Yeah, thank them for all they do. I know they had a few runs this last month.
Yeah.
I won't be hearing them anymore probably, but well, I have no scanner for it.
Yeah, I doubt you're gonna hear much on the scanner anymore.
Nope, not without an 800 scanner.
You hear the whistle.
Yeah, I probably will.
Well, sometimes they blow it and sometimes they don't.
Well, the one you had in the middle of the night the other day, they blew the whistle and I woke up and about ran out the back door to go to the fire call because my brain was in such a deep sleep I forgot I wasn't on the department.
Yeah, we had 2 nights in a row in that.
Yeah,
Matt?
No, I just wanna say congratulations to Karen, and, that's pretty much about all I had tonight.
As Bill, I thank all the departments, the office for what they do, DPW, police, fire. You take a month like this, and it was trying for everybody for a while there with the snow. And of course, we look back at it, some of us that are older than others, that used to happen a lot, but, it's impressive to people that they see the town cleaned up. After the storm, it's just a matter of a day or so, and you're starting to clean up. You guys have come up with a unique way to load trucks.
It works.
It's safer,
Yeah.
it's a lot safer,
Yeah.
and it looks really good when you're done, so, thank you. And Steve, the snow is trying for you guys too. It probably keeps crime down a little bit.
Yes, the cold also helps.
They don't
The
get the
single
water
digits
fixes.
usually slows things down, so we're hoping.
It's nice to see you back full staff.
Yeah, finally,
Now, you can take some time.
we try.
Karen, it's well deserved, your Hall of Fame. You're right up there, probably right next to Kenny Stutzman now.
I don't know. It's up there. I don't know if it's right next to him or not.
Well, it's in alphabetical order, so it would be close.
Larry, she's not that old, I said.
With things that she's done for the school, she's
Yeah.
very well
Oh, yeah.
deserved. That's all I have, guys. Now, we're gonna have to go into a closed session for pending litigation. Would anybody like to make a motion to go in closed session?
Make a motion for the closed session.
Do we have support?
I support.
All those in favor?
Aye.
There will be nothing discussed when we return